So I live in Iran, unfortunately, and I've wanted to migrate for a really long time, but I don't really know where to go. So today, out of all the countries in the world, I'm going to compare 4 of them. These countries are not necessarily the destinations I want to move to, I just want to see what sort of value they can provide, even if I'm not necessarily considering them to be a destination. And also, I wanted to shine a little light on what's happening in Iran, and use what little platform I have to raise awareness and try my best to be the voice of Iran. Again, if this video doesn't get any views, at least I know I did my part. Alright, so let's start. Gas prices. Okay, so as a person living in Iran, I can confidently say gas is cheaper than water. I can buy a liter of gas for 1500 tomans. But some recent changes have been made and gas prices are going to go up to 5000 tomans. Now you may be wondering, what is that in dollars? Well, I can't really tell you. Now I know this looks like gibberish to you, but this is the value of dollar compared to the Iranian Isreal and their trade values. So what I say right now may genuinely change in like 2 days. So I can't really give a clear answer. So let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, so ChatGPT seems to be pretty updated on the prices. So it's pretty much got it down. It's 3 cents per liter. Okay, so we can safely say that gas prices in Iran cost somewhere between 3 cents and about 10 cents. I forgot the dollar sign. Okay, so using my good friend ChatGPT, we can also get estimate prices for US, Israel, and Palestine. Alright, to my surprise, US's gas is actually pretty cheap. Any of my viewers can actually correct me on this. So from what ChatGPT says, regular gas costs about $3 a gallon, which roughly equates to like less than $1 per liter. That's pretty cheap if you ask me. Alright, so far I think Iran wins, like by a landslide. It has the cheapest gas prices. Alright, now the next category. This is a big deal for me personally. Did the country in question kill about 40,000 innocent citizens with live ammunition? Due to extensive research, I can confirm none of these 3 countries have killed 40,000 innocent civilians with live bullets. Their own citizens, by the way. We do kind of have a thing going on with Israel and Palestine, but the Israeli government didn't kill Israeli people. And I think that's just another W for the Islamic regime. Oh wait, does that go the other way around? Congratulations on the Islamic Republic for actually committing genocide against its own people. The other 3 countries get a star. Alright, so the cost of living. This is also a big factor. So from my own experience, while trying to include rent, I could personally survive off $200 a month. Now if you want to live a decent life and have some travels and have a little fun and not just survive, you're gonna need something between $400 and $550 to, you know, be able to have a little fun every now and again. And with $1,000, dude, you can live like a king. You will have an amazing time in Iran if you have $1,000 a month. Okay, so my best friend ChatGPT says in Palestine you need about $1,000 a month to live as a single person, and I'm gonna take his word for it. For Israel, it's about For Israel, it's about $2,000, and for the US, it's about $2,500. So yeah, if you had $2,500 a month, you could genuinely be considered a king in Iran. Like, you could be considered royalty. Alright, so the cheapest cost of living goes to Iran. Congratulations, you get a star. Alright, so does the country in question allows the marriage of minors? The Islamic Republic does allow for the marriage of minors. Palestine surprisingly doesn't allow marriage of minors, not in recent times anyway. The US also does not approve of child marriage, neither does Israel. Very cool. But here's the icing on the cake. See, in the Islamic Republic, not only can you marry a 15-year-old girl, you can marry 4 15-year-old girls. I don't even know how to express my emotions right now. I think I'm losing it. I'm actually losing my mind. Okay, so protesters. See, this is about the people and not the government, so I had to change the flag here. Now, if you look closely, I think it's a very important detail to point out that not only are the Iranian flags that are being flown, but also Canadian and Israeli flags. And not one casualty, and no fights, and no burning flags. Whereas some other protesters, who shall not be named, are burning the Canadian flag, the country they're protesting in. So like, why the fuck are you burning the Canadian flag? So like, you're burning the flag of the country that allowed you to raise your voice? Alright, I'm gonna rate them out of 10. So for Iranians, I would say 10 out of 10. Honestly, not even biased, I think Iranians are some of the best protesters I've ever seen. I haven't seen much protests, but the ones I have seen are pretty fucked up. Palestinians, honestly, 0 out of 10. Why would you burn the flag of the country that allowed you to have your voice and be the voice of your people? That just makes no sense. And again, I don't have much experience of people in the US or Israel and how they protest. I'm gonna give a solid 8.10 to US and like a 7.10 to Israel. Alright, additional perks of each country. In Iran, you will be executed for not being a Muslim. Very cool. For Palestine, you have a 10% chance of not waking up after going to sleep each night. That's very cool. The additional perks of US are, you have freedom, you have guns, and you have MatPat. And for Israel, you have plus 2 billion people that want you to die. Now, to make some final adjustments, not only does Palestine have the worst protesters.
Now, these are the people who are coming out to the streets of London and cheering support for an Ayatollah that is gladly, with joy, killing Iranian people and putting the body bags on display.
So in short, some of these protesters are rallying and supporting and celebrating the death of 40,000 Iranians by waving the Islamic Republic flag. Yeah, so for that one, I'm gonna have to give Palestine another negative 10 points. Also, some Pakistanis interrupted the Iranian protesters. Like, who even are you guys? Why are you here? Who invited you? And that's about it. That's my take. See ya.